Welcome to Letty Speaks, where we turn pain into passion and find meaning through experience. Every day is a new day to find joy in the moment and live life abundantly. We speak and we listen and we don't take it lightly. Let's jump in and see what Spirit has to say. So today is a day we're celebrating. Sometimes I do messages and I hold on to them and I'm directed back to those messages to post them. And so this will be for whoever comes across it. I am setting the intention that this will be for those that will see this message. Thank you for stopping by, allowing me to speak into your life. I do not take it lightly. I appreciate your time, your energy, your patience as I make time to put these together. Let's see. There's several ways that you can support if you choose to. You can actually go down below in my description box and you can choose to send a donation that will support the channel. You can choose, if you are interested in finding out a little bit more or drawing in closer, you can click the appointment link that will allow you to schedule a one-on-one with me. You can like, you can comment, you can share, and if this is your first time and you've yet to subscribe, please do so. All of which supports the channel and all of which I am very appreciative for. So however you choose to do that, thank you in advance. I hope you enjoy this message as we dive deep into what's going on around you. All right. So we'll be definitely taking a look in here from different levels and different perspectives as well. So immediately I'm sensing the energy of being guided here, being guided towards something that you may feel like is lacking in your life. And I feel like you're in a season where you're being guided off to a place where you'll be able to hear the still small voice that might be trying to direct you right now. And so this could be a season of you being drawn into alone time. You may find yourself seeking counsel, seeking advice from those that have experience and knowledge that might be able to offer expertise in different ways. That's the energy that I'm feeling here. Right now on your mind is lots of precaution is what I'm feeling, and putting lots of effort around thinking carefully and making sure that you're aware and that you know and that you can see and that you're fully able to operate functionally from this space where you are right now. It's almost like there's a desire to be in the know. Like there's nothing that you don't want to know. You want to be able to know everything where you are right now as you're moving forward. You don't want to be left out when it comes to information or know-how. And even more than that, it's almost like taking the experiences and the lessons that you've learned. It's wanting to make sure that you're not traveling back into those same areas for lessons that you've already learned and mastered, but instead being able to use those lessons with expertise as you navigate where you are right now. I'm sensing in the energies there's approaching a very creative energy, a very innovative energy, like someone who takes pleasure in meeting a challenge and meeting it creatively and kind of having a little fun with it too. This is an energy that can take a 20-minute activity and fit it down at the end of a busy day into a 10-minute slot that they have, like very creatively. This is somebody that always finds a way to do something. This is somebody that everyone goes to find creative solutions. This would even be like someone who is a artist of sorts, or a connoisseur, or a entrepreneur. It's someone who actually takes pleasure in drawing up their own piece of art, you know, or way of doing things. It's very innovative energy. And I feel like this energy is actually approaching you. But interestingly enough, around this energy is a bit of controversy for some reason. I'm seeing some controversy surrounding this energy, and possibly competition as well. And so I don't know if that's the energy that's coming in with this energy, or if that's the energy surrounding you as this energy is approaching. But I do sense that in the energy approaching you, being that this energy is very dynamic, kind of a spectacle for eyes to see. It's bringing in lots of drama, it almost seems like. And also I do see in your surrounding energies, there is the energy of something that has been long awaited. Something finally coming along that's going to be very good, be very fortunate for you. That's going to open up opportunities for things that you may have been wanting to do for quite a while now, that you've been patiently waiting for and staying balanced while you were waiting. So in the surrounding support, it's almost like it's being orchestrated for something to happen finally, that's meant to happen. And everything, the supporting energies are putting things and arranging things in a way that this will in fact take place. Whatever this opportunity, whatever this fortunate event for you it's going to happen. The surrounding energies around you are actually orchestrating something on your behalf right now. Yeah. And I feel like you're prepared. Whatever this is, you stand waiting. It's almost like you are waiting for the green light so that you can take off and dive in. And I get the sense that you've been waiting for a while and preparing for this, and, you know, positioning yourself to take action when it shows up. Well, it's all around you right now. And needless to say, is here. And it seems like there is something that happened in the past that clicked you into this. It almost was like a clicking you into a different timeline that immediately helped you to align with this. It's almost like you may have been waiting for this for like 10 to 20 years, and all of a sudden something happens that aligns you with it, and then immediately it just pops up. once the alignment happens, or once whatever this is that came in and shed some light and brought clarity, now you're aligned with it, and it's almost like nothing can stop this from coming to fruition for you. Whatever that was in the past that actually caused this alignment, that's what I'm seeing. Yeah. I feel like this could have been some type of investment that you made, or some type of realization that you had, something that was brought into your foresight for you to see. And whatever it was that you saw was also almost like a pure source of inspiration, a moment of inspiration that just kind of clicked something in your psyche and kind of like turned a light on, right? And so whatever this was in the past that actually set you or aligned you with this current timeline that's bringing in this fortune, this fortunate circumstance. It's bringing this fortunate circumstance your way. I do sense a little bit of blocked energy coming through here. There may be a need before moving forward. This could be many different doors opening. This could be many opportunities. This could be many options. But before choosing any one of them, there's the need to do a little bit more research. There's a need to actually tap into yourself to find out a little bit more with what's going on inside of you right now. I'm almost hearing everything that glitters isn't gold. And every open door is not your door, is what I'm hearing. Some people come just to sit at the table. They don't come to provide anything. They just come to eat and to take and to receive, you know. Some opportunities are not for you. You know, they may sound good. They may actually be aligned with other people and it might be a good fit. But then when you try to align to it, it brings you out of balance with where you're supposed to be, you know. And so I'm hearing the block right now is the need to take a closer look and do a little bit more research, investigate, examine the choices a little bit closer. There may even be an illusion of choices when really there is not, you know. This may be just wanting to provide a way of escaping what needs to be attended to. You know, there may be a level of escapism that's happening here, that's causing a block. And so I guess the message is to be careful before jumping into anything or moving forward. I'm seeing the skull sign as I'm viewing and looking into this card. Spirit is showing me a picture of the skull sign, which sometimes means danger or deadly, right? I don't know what that is. I don't know who that's for, but that's what I'm seeing. And so overall, I hear Spirit saying, be really careful not to jump into anything that you have not thoroughly looked into. because not every door is your door. Not everything that glitters is gold, is what I hear Spirit saying. So be very careful as you move forward here. And then I'm also hearing that the enemy knows what you like and what you desire. And so in your time of waiting and being patient, you know, many, I'm hearing Decepticons. Many Decepticons will come and, you know, in the likeliness of what it is that you're waiting for, but it's a deception. It's a deception. And so if you find that you are feeling tempted to move forward before absolutely sure that this is for you, all right, there's never a rush. Time is your friend. I've been doing a lot of messages around time, but time is your friend in this case. Sit back and wait and look and discover and investigate and watch and see, right? Also be doing that same energy for reflection on the inside of you. The hermit, right, gives that energy of being pulled back and actually investigating like what's going on with you. Sometimes it's hard to do that when you have all this activity and noise going on around you. You can't even hear your own thoughts because it's so busy all the time. And so you're being called into hermit mode where you're actually to pull away so that you can hear the still small voice. That may be actually serving as a block right now. Either it's an illusion of options or the options themselves are an illusion and they need deeper investigation, is what I'm hearing. And whatever this fortunate event or this fortunate happening, I feel like it's actually going to take place in a group setting, in a social setting. And so there is the need to be open, to have your heart space healed and open, and be in receiving mode. Understand the energy that you're giving off. Is it inviting energy? Is it attractive energy? Is it wholesome and clean, right? And so I feel like whatever this is actually going to approach you. Excuse me, it's actually going to come into being within a group setting. So there could be a group setting coming up here, an invitation of some type that you're going to receive. And this is going to be like the initiator of this thing coming into being, right? And so that's what I'm feeling for the surrounding energies. The surrounding energies in your environment right now is very jovial. It's very jolly and joyful, very celebratory. The energy in your environment right now is one where there's lots of, and I even want to go so far as to say it's an energy of happiness, of fellowship, of connection in your immediate environment right now. So you may actually find yourself very booked and busy right now. with dates and invitations to events and such. And Spirit is drawing your attention to be aware during these events, because some good things could actually transpire at the time of these events. But even in spite of that, I do feel overriding is this very opposite energy, the need to actually break away, right? And not saying that you have to completely isolate yourself, but there is a part of the inner man. You know, there's a part of us that not everybody gets to see. And there's the energy of needing to break away from all the outside influences so that you can very appropriately and authentically and with a clarity needed weigh the options in front of you. You know, this is a time of thinking and making wise decisions that are actually going to affect your life in the long run. Yeah. And this is something that's going to take a while. I'm seeing it's possibly going to slow forward movement, possibly as well. This is not a pushing forward movement, but this is a settling movement. This is a settling energy so that the clarity can set in. This is not fast movement I'm feeling here. So you may find yourself in a hard spot here right now, or moving closer towards this, whatever this is, because you're moving into a time where every decision is going to be very significant, and the impact of the decisions are going to be wide range. And so slow movement is beneficial. And there could possibly be things that are not clearly seen still as of yet, which is why the slow movement is coming into play. Imagine riding through thick fog, right? You got to move slower because the visibility is less. Things are getting thick, right? The effect is greater with every decision that you make. And so I do see a weighing. I see decisions coming here towards you as we kind of sum up where you are right now. Like you're in the middle of major decisions in your life right now. There could be, you know, the need to not try to shun things or divert the decisions, or trying not to make an appropriate decision, or even preoccupying yourself from where you need to be mentally. And so this feels a lot like there was just a coming out of a deep introspection that has happened, or if you're in it now, when you come out, there's going to be like this hunger for like new experiences, for renewed experiences, for kind of like something different than what you've been experiencing, going through this time of deep psychological introspection. It's almost like you're going to want to get out and get fresh air and adventure and explore in untapped terrains. There's going to be like this voracious drive to go past previous boundaries. So I'm seeing in your 9th house that there could be a lot of discussion and a lot of displaying, like some of your philosophies or the ways that you have come into your belief systems and how you operate. There's some type of display that is being orchestrated or maintained or displayed here, along with you coming out of this very in-depth season where you've had to really go inside and examine some things in some ways that you were living life or experiencing life, should I say. And so the 9th house talks about some type of display that's happening through you, or that you are displaying yourself out in the world. So I don't know if you want to look at your sign in the 9th house. This is almost like an expansion of your internal ideas and interests. In a way that kind of colors, it adds color to your philosophy and your beliefs. It's an expansion of them. Or some type of higher education, or some type of system, important system that actually forms blocks of belief for your life and the way that you think. Definitely spirituality related is what I'm seeing here. And then along with that comes the 10th house, which is actually kind of being at the very top of your natural ambition to exceed limits and rise to heights that are available, or opportunities that would help you to rise in a way that would put you in the forefront to display like important issues of some type. And there's some type of interaction with culture as well, and with the community, possibly being positioned in the community. And the 10th house displays a level of success. And so I would look in your 10th house to see which planets align there. That'll give you more information on what that looks like specifically. And the 10th house is where you'll actually take on responsibilities. And those responsibilities will be determined by the types of roles that you play. And how successful you are in those roles. And so the 10th house also brings in a level of status and recognition, and also it could be fame, notoriety, could be dealing with some type of authority figure, some type of influence in that way. Yeah. And so this is concerning where this is going and what it looks like as it's being processed right now. And I feel like this is almost like a demonstration. I get the energy of a demonstration, both internally for you and around you as well. And so there is the need to understand the level of influence that's carried here. And it's almost like the energy of acting accordingly. Like, you know, act like you carry an important role. Act like you're important to the mission. You know, it's that kind of energy. And so that's what I'm getting here with this general read. Let's see, anything else, Spirit? I'm going to pull out my numerology guidance deck. See if there's anything else. So a few things I feel like Spirit is leaving us with. There's a lot happening that requires a level of submission and surrender, which is, I feel like, has already happened. That's the reason why we've come to this point. And it's not about perfection, but it's about availing yourself and positioning yourself and being open to even step into the energy. Lots of teaching and learning happening. There could be connections happening as well, right? Start of a new year. It's almost like the energy of starting from a new space. And so I feel like Spirit is just saying, be attentive and put your best foot forward. Be open to learn and to give what you've learned, what you know. And this is what you make it. Like, what you put in is what you get out. I feel like it's what Spirit is saying. And so that is the message. Let's see, is there anything else? The number 8 could be significant. The number 91, the number 13, the number 26, and the number 57 could be significant as well. And I think that's it. Just tapping into the energy for today. All right. Thank you so much for stopping by, allowing me to speak into your life. I don't take it lightly. I'm gonna get one last message. One last message. Any last messages for my viewer, whoever this is hitting with? Let's see. Love from the universe. This is love from the universe. From God, from your creator, Allah. Source, the divine. This card keeps coming out. Love, connection, companionship. And so I feel like Spirit, in part of this process, there has been the energy, I did mention the energy of someone coming towards you. Very attractive energy as well. And so I feel like there is a level of connection happening in some type of way as you move forward here. And you're going to be a blessing to someone is what I'm hearing. And you're being called to step beyond the ego. If you kind of know what that means. When we say ego, not that ego is a bad thing, it's not, but there is a position or there is a place for the ego. The ego serves in us becoming, very aware and being able to be proud of who we are. But when the ego steps outside of balance, where it's supposed to be, it can be dangerous, it can be damaging, it could be difficult, and it could block things as well. And so I feel like Spirit is asking or showing you the path that is aligning to you. And this has nothing to do with ego. And this is something that has always been within you, right? It's not anything that you've earned or, that you can look and say, look what I've done. This is something that is aligned to your birthright is what I'm hearing. This abundance that you're stepping into is something that is being manifested from within you. You already have it, but it's purposeful, right? Is what I hear Spirit saying. It's purposeful. So there's a need to balance the ego with humility and also be open to. Because again, not everything is going to come in a package that looks familiar or that looks like what it is that you're desiring. Not everything is going to feel that way. But there is a need to be open and allow for things to come in and out, to be ushered from place to place, right? There's a designated amount of time and energy put into every area. And then when it's time to move forward, there needs to be that fluidity to be able to be, to shift when necessary. And the ability to basically say yes to the divine in any given moment so that you can be ushered into what's coming next. And so don't be stuck in form or habit, but be open and flexible and willing to move and change and shift as necessary. Okay? That is for you, my viewer, whoever you are. Thank you so much for stopping by, allowing me to speak into your life. I don't take it lightly. Until next time, I appreciate you. I hope this helps.